Hello everyone, this is Aaron Johnson with the Johnson iRacing team, bringing you a race today from Thompson Motorsports Park in Thompson, Connecticut. Thompson is a 5/8 mile high-banked asphalt track. Today we'll be watching the iRacing Advanced Legends Cup as 10 excellent race drivers make a run here at Thompson Motorsports Park. Let's walk through the starting grid. Starting in the 10th spot in car number 13, that's Michael Clendenin from the Mid-South region. Michael currently a regular in the NASCAR Pro 2 Light Truck Series. In the 9th spot, in car number 2, the Mac Tonight Ford, the Coca-Cola sponsored Ford of Eric Zimmerman. Eric racing with us from Frederick, Maryland. In the 8th spot, in car number 12, that's the Craftsman Ford of Lee O'Hearn racing out of Florida. In the 7th spot, in car number 1, that's Mark Wheel in the racing with us from the Virginia's region. Mark, a regular now in the NASCAR Xfinity Class B Series. Starting in the 6th spot, in car number 3, the Oreos Ford of Stephen Fuqua racing with us from Texas. Stephen, a regular in the ARCA Menard Series and the NASCAR Gander Truck Series. In the 5th spot, in car number 6, the Butler-built Ford of Courtney Foster. Courtney from Dothan, Alabama. Starting in the 4th spot, car number 9, the Nationwide Ford of Jeffrey Wiegers. Jeffrey from Scottsdale, Arizona, currently a regular in the NASCAR Gander Truck Series. In the 3rd spot, car number 10, the Snap-on Ford of Darren Reed, racing with us from Club West out in the mountainous areas. He's a regular in the NASCAR Legends Series, which recreates the 1987 Cup Series. On the front row outside in car number 11, in the Jimmy John's Ford, that's Kenneth Bradshaw racing out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Kenneth, a regular in the ARCA Menard Series. And on the pole, in car number 8 on your telemetry, he'll be 00 on the screen. That's Aaron Johnson in the Mount Vernon Auto Supply Jack Warren Trucks Legends car. Aaron racing from Bailey, Colorado. Let's join the action here as the pace car leads the field into turn number 3. Now the pace car off. Aaron Johnson comes out of turn number 4. He hammers the throttle coming onto the front straightaway. The green flag's out. Aaron Johnson leads the field past the start-finish line. Johnson opening up a big lead right out of the gate. Darren Reed running second, Kenneth Bradshaw in third. Johnson with a huge lead coming down the back straightaway now, extending that lead to about 4 cars. Aaron Johnson continues to lead. Kenneth Bradshaw looks to be second with Jeffrey Wiegers fourth, and it looks like Darren Reed's probably third, although there's a lot of action back here in the back. Let's wander back here and see if we can't see what's going on. Yes, it looks like the 6 of Courtney Foster's moved into second, the 3 of Fuqua now third, the 9 of Wiegers fourth, the 12 of O'Hearn fifth. These 4 cars battling it out for second, though, as Aaron Johnson has jumped out to a quick early lead here at Thompson Motorsports Park. The 9 of Wiegers looks to the inside. Wiegers spins. He slides up the racetrack. Jeffrey Wiegers spins, and that's going to take Wiegers out of contention here for second place. Johnson continues to lead. The 6 of Courtney Foster second, the 12 of O'Hearn third, Stephen Fuqua in the Oreos car fourth, and Kenneth Bradshaw in the 11 now fifth. Courtney Foster continues to lead this group, but out front, it's Aaron Johnson with nearly a straightaway lead already on lap number 3 at Thompson Motorsports Park. Johnson running away from the rest of the field here. Johnson runs that high line. This track at least a little bit similar to Darlington for the NASCAR Cup guys. The fast groove is up high. If you wiggle around a little bit, you're going to get into the wall and get a stripe coming off the corner. It's also really hard to pass here at Thompson. Thompson kind of a one groove racetrack. The best way to pass, wait for the person in front of you to make a mistake. The most common mistake is to roll into the throttle too soon coming out of turn 2 or turn 4. The car gets loose. You begin to spin. The person behind you passes you generally on the outside because you tend to spin into the infield here at Thompson. We are just now completing lap number 5, 1/6 of the way in. Johnson with a huge lead over the 6 of Foster and the 12 of Lee O'Hearn. Courtney Foster and O'Hearn working side by side here. O'Hearn looking to make a pass on the inside. Foster running that high line. O'Hearn slides up behind Foster coming out of turn number 2. This on lap number 6 of 30. It's Courtney Foster in second, Lee O'Hearn in third. In the 4th spot, the 11 of Kenneth Bradshaw, that Jimmy John's Ford, continues to run in 4th position. All by himself here. No one anywhere near the 11 of Bradshaw. Behind Bradshaw in 5th spot, the 2 of Eric Zimmerman, although it looks like Zimmerman was just passed by the 9 of Jeffrey Wiegers. So it's going to be 9 taking over that 5th spot with Eric Zimmerman now in the 2, falling to 6 behind Zimmerman. In the 10, that's Darren Reed, that Craftsman Legends car. He is followed by the 13 of Michael Clendenin. Clendenin now going a lap down to Johnson. Johnson beginning to lap the back markers in the field. He's put Clendenin in wheel 1 lap down. Stephen Fuqua 2 laps down after an incident earlier in the race. We're on lap number 8 of 30 here. Aaron Johnson continues to lead. Stretching that lead now, the 3 of Fuqua nudges the 1 of Mark Wheel, and that allows Fuqua to pass Wheel, although really Fuqua now at least on the same lap with Mark Wheel. I go back up front with Aaron Johnson in the 8. Johnson continues to lead, stretching that lead out even further now. Johnson with almost a 6-second advantage over the second place car of Courtney Foster. Foster continues to battle the 12 of Lee O'Hearn as the 2 cars come past the 13 of Michael Clendenin, and Clendenin has spun into the infield. It's Johnson, Foster, O'Hearn, Bradshaw, Wiegers, as Aaron Johnson setting a blistering pace here at Thompson Motorsports Park. The 12 of O'Hearn looks to the inside of Courtney Foster. 12 with a little bit of a run here. He takes the inside line. Foster stays high. The 12 of O'Hearn slides up. He can't get the pass done here. Can't pull it off. Lap number 11 is in the books. It's still Courtney Foster in second, followed by Lee O'Hearn in the 12. Behind O'Hearn, the 11 of Bradshaw. Back up front, it's Aaron Johnson running away with the race now, stretching that lead to 6.5 seconds. Johnson comes out of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway to complete lap number 11 to begin lap number 12. There is no one within a country mile of the flying 00. 00 Johnson now out of turn number 2 onto the back straightaway. Johnson continuing to extend that lead over Courtney Foster. Foster now has pulled away from the 12 of O'Hearn. Foster in second, O'Hearn still showing in third, Kenneth Bradshaw fourth, Jeffrey Wiegers fifth. The 12 of Lee O'Hearn runs in third. Behind O'Hearn, the 11 of Kenneth Bradshaw closing in. O'Hearn slides up high. Bradshaw looks to the low side. O'Hearn and Bradshaw fighting for position here. O'Hearn in third, Bradshaw in fourth. Johnson continues to lead. O'Hearn running on the low side. Kenneth Bradshaw running that high line. Bradshaw closes out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Bradshaw gets the wall, slides to the inside, tries to miss the spun 13 car of Michael Clendenin. Action all over the racetrack, and it looks like the 12 of O'Hearn is going to continue to hold that position. The 11 now back underway after an incident on the back straightaway. Johnson closing in on the 10 of Darren Reed and the 11 of Kenneth Bradshaw. Those cars in 6th and 5th respectively. Johnson looking to put those 2 cars a lap down. We are closing in on the halfway point. Aaron Johnson continues to lead, stretching the lead even further. Johnson now with an 8.5 second lead over the second place car of Courtney Foster. The 11 gets up into the wall. Johnson avoids that accident, goes past the 11 of Kenneth Bradshaw. The 10 backs into the wall in front of Johnson. Goodness, there are crashes everywhere. Aaron Johnson narrowly avoids catastrophe, but he manages to miss the crashing 10 of Reed and the 11 of Bradshaw. Johnson has lapped 6 of the 10 cars. Only Johnson, Foster, O'Hearn, and Wiegers are on the lead lap. The 13, a lapped car of Michael Clendenin up high. Clendenin hits the wall and flips. Michael Clendenin upside down here, rolling down the front straightaway. Aaron Johnson narrowly avoids that accident as well. Johnson out front with a 10-second lead over the 6 of Foster, followed by the 12 of O'Hearn and the 9 of Jeffrey Wiegers. There are 14 laps to go as Johnson goes through turn number 3 into turn 4 onto the front straightaway, rolls the car out of the corner nice and smooth up against the wall. Johnson now 13 laps to go, continues to lead. The lead extended to 9.5 seconds as Aaron Johnson pulls away from Courtney Foster in the 6. Foster narrowly avoids the spinning 3 of Stephen Fuqua and continues to work in the second position. Behind Foster, the 12 of Lee O'Hearn. O'Hearn closing in on the lapped 3 car of Stephen Fuqua as well. Behind O'Hearn, the 9 of Jeffrey Wiegers. Wiegers, the last car on the lead lap. Behind Wiegers, it's Aaron Johnson in the 00. That flying 00 car setting a blistering pace. 12 to go as Johnson rolls into turn number 3. Through turn number 4 onto the front straightaway, he is closing in on the 9 of Jeffrey Wiegers. Johnson with a 10-second lead over the second place car of Courtney Foster. Nice and smooth through turns 1 and 2. Johnson rolls out of 2 onto the back straightaway, eases into the throttle as he flies down the back straightaway, closing in on the 9 of Jeffrey Wiegers. Johnson in that flying 00 Napa car, that paint scheme a throwback a tribute really to a paint scheme that his cousin Ramey Johnson ran at the Lebanon I-44 Speedway and at Speedway USA in 1992 in the Superstock division, and then in 93 and 94 in the Grand American Modified division. Johnson closing on the 9 of Wiegers. Johnson runs up high. Wiegers slips up through the corner, pushing up in the middle, kind of diamonding that corner off. Wiegers turns down low. Johnson closes in now a car length behind Jeffrey Wiegers, who's running in fourth. Johnson to the high side. Wiegers to the low side. Johnson rolls through the corner. Wiegers slides up again. Johnson turns beneath. He comes underneath the 9 of Wiegers as they come off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Johnson making the pass there to put Jeffrey Wiegers a lap down. Johnson with a 12.8 second lead over the second place car of Courtney Foster. This time by, there are going to be 8 laps left. It's Johnson with a lead, followed by Courtney Foster and Lee O'Hearn. Johnson rolls the car into 1 and 2. It's a Sunday drive now. This race belongs to Aaron Johnson. Only a calamity, a catastrophe, some sort of failure or some sort of accident is going to keep Johnson from winning this race. The lead nearly insurmountable at this point. All Johnson has to do is maintain a nice, smooth, steady pace. This race is going to belong to him. 7 to go this time by. Aaron Johnson with the lead, followed by Courtney Foster in the 6, Lee O'Hearn in the 12. Foster also all alone. That red and black Butler-built car rolls out of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway. Foster running a nice smooth line, just not fast enough to keep up with Johnson. Behind Foster in the 12 car, Lee O'Hearn just coming past the start-finish line as well. O'Hearn running third, followed by the 9 of Wiegers and the 2 of Zimmerman. It's Johnson, Foster, O'Hearn, Wiegers, Zimmerman now with 6 laps left at this point in time. Aaron Johnson out front, down the back straightaway, closing on the car of Lee O'Hearn, looking to put Lee O'Hearn a lap down. Johnson behind O'Hearn here. We cannot see O'Hearn in the picture yet. They're going to be 5 to go this time by. Aaron Johnson running first, Courtney Foster second, Lee O'Hearn third. Johnson looks to the high side, the lap number 3 car. That's Stephen Fuqua on the Oreos Ford. Johnson closing on the 3, looking to put the 3 yet another lap down. Johnson behind the 3 now. Fuqua running up high. Johnson looks to the low side. It's Johnson on the low side, Fuqua on the high side. Fuqua slips down the racetrack. Johnson backs off to give Fuqua some room. It's very late in the race. A lot of cushion. No reason to try to put yourself in harm's way here. Johnson seems content to follow the 3 of Fuqua down the back straightaway. 4 to go. Johnson continues to lead with a 15-second lead over the 6 of Courtney Foster. Lee O'Hearn in third, a couple of seconds ahead of the leader. We can just see O'Hearn in the picture here. Johnson coming by now to pass the start-finish line. There are 3 laps to go. Johnson looks to the outside of the Oreos car again. The Oreos car stays low. Johnson works up to the high side. They come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It's Aaron Johnson closing again on the 3 car of Stephen Fuqua. Fuqua 2 laps down. Spun to the inside there. Looks like the 1 of Mark Wheel. Wheel spins out. Johnson looks to the high side. There'll be 2 to go this time by. Johnson leaves about 4.5 car lengths between himself and the lapped car of Stephen Fuqua. Courtney Foster continues to run second. Lee O'Hearn third. Jeffrey Wiegers fourth and Eric Zimmerman fifth. Johnson follows Fuqua down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Closes to within about a car length here. Johnson looks to the high side. Fuqua stays up high. Johnson moving even higher. Looking to the inside now. Fuqua looks like Fuqua's trying to block Johnson. Johnson goes up to the high side. Fuqua pushes Johnson up into the wall. The 3 car of Fuqua spins here on the white flag lap. Johnson is backward. Courtney Foster is going to be coming around out of turn number 4. Is Foster going to be able to close enough to make any noise in this race? Johnson back underway, comes through turn number 1, out of turn number 2 onto the back straightaway. Aaron Johnson continues to lead. The lead between Johnson and Foster cut from 15 seconds to less than 6. Foster continues to close. Can Johnson get up to speed in time to hold on to this race? The left front of that car now damaged. You can see the damage on the left front. Johnson comes out of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway. He's going to hold off Courtney Foster. He had a big enough cushion that accident really didn't slow him down. In second position, the 6 of Courtney Foster is going to come by, followed by the 12 of Lee O'Hearn in third. Behind O'Hearn is the 9 of Jeffrey Wiegers, 1 lap down, and the 2 of Eric Zimmerman is going to round out the top 5. Aaron Johnson with a near miss at Thompson Motorsports Park, taking the white flag. The 3 of Fuqua, the 00 of Johnson get together. Johnson with a large enough lead to go ahead and limp around the racetrack and take the checkered flag. For the Johnson iRacing team on the Johnson iRacing Network, this is Aaron Johnson saying, go fast, turn left, have fun.